Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Today what we're going to be doing is we are going to be ranking up our brand new awakened 5-star blade. Now we just have a couple of small problems that are going to prevent us from taking up blade right now. And if we go over to my catalyst inventory, we will see that this is my main problem. I currently only have one Tier 4 skill catalyst. I have the three Tier 3 skill catalysts that we need, but I'm really lacking in the Tier 4 skill catalysts. So what we're going to do first is we are going to go over to our crystal stash, and we are going to open up as many crystals as it takes to get 6 more Tier 4 skill catalysts. So we're going to start off by opening all 9 of these, and we're just going to pop them open and see what we get. Okay, so we only got one skill there, so we're at 2 out of 7, so we need 5 more. Getting 3 mystics there is pretty good, because in the same opening of getting our 5-star blade, we also got a 5-star morning star. So I'm hoping that I can take her up to 455 at some point as well. But okay. So that is, we have 2 of 7. So we're going to open this, and we did not get any skill fragments, but we only had 1 there. So now we're going to open up all 39 of these glory crystals, and we got a very good chunk of skill there. We're up to 18,000 skill, and we formed another mystic. We're at 25,000 for skill. And okay, so we're super close to forming another skill catalyst. Alright, so we're going to go back to the crystals here, and what we're going to do next is, I think we'll open up the map 3 crystals, and we'll get rid of these. This is actually going to be really helpful with the amount of alphas. Actually, I don't even... Let me make sure that I can actually get class catalyst fragments from these, because I don't necessarily want to open them if I can't. Chance to win Tier 4 basic or class catalyst, Tier 4 basic fragments. Okay, so, well, it just showed Tier 4 fragments, so let's just open all of these and just see what we can get. It doesn't look like we're getting many class fragments. Maybe they're like the rare drops. But we are going to burn through a lot of alphas ranking up our blade, and we just pulled a fully formed mystic catalyst, so the game is clearly saying rank up your morning star. Alright, so let's open these last 17. We're just getting a bunch of alphas here, which is okay, and we got some basic fragments there. Okay, so nothing related to skill fragments there, which is a little nerve-wracking. But let's go into these map 4 crystals. And again, we're solely on the lookout for anything skill. And we're not getting too much here just yet. We formed a basic and an alpha. We're at 1400 skill, so we're super close to forming another one. So let's see here. I'm just going to pop open all of these, and then we'll check the catalyst at the end. Okay, so we just formed. I'm hoping that was a skill that we just formed. Let's see. Wow. Okay, so we definitely did form a skill, it's just not showing up here. Okay, so before we go any further, let's just pop over to our inventory for a quick second and just double check what we've got right now. We're going to have so many catalysts going into the overflow. Okay, so we've got 3. We still need to form 4 more. But I believe we still have the map 5 crystals to open. Can't remember if I opened those. I really don't think I did. Yeah, we did not. Okay, so we've got to get 4 more skill catalysts. So I am again just going to open all of these rather than checking them in between. So we formed a science, we formed something here, we formed a tech, We formed probably a basic, yep. Alright, I'm not checking for anything that we pulled that was already fully formed. I'll check that here at the end. Okay, please show some skills. No. So I think we may have formed or pulled a cosmic on its own, but man, we're really, really lacking in the skill catalyst. So the only thing that's left to do is to open up all of these 557. So we're just going to go super quick here, because this is going to take a while. And I'm hoping that we can somehow just pull so much skill that we can get 4 more of these catalysts formed, but I really, if I'm being honest with myself, I really don't think that's going to happen. So right now we might only be able to take our blade up to 345 instead of 455. But we did just form another skill, so we're getting there. Man, if I didn't take up crossbones like a month ago, or like at the beginning of the month, then we would have had all of the catalysts we would have needed. But cannot change the past unless they send us some rank down tickets again, which I really, really do not think is going to happen. But to be completely honest, I'm happy with our rank 3 level 45 crossbones. He's helped us with a lot of content, so I'm very happy that we have him, especially since we do not have a 4-star version of crossbones. So we're just about wrapping up here. We'll get these last 7, and we formed something. We formed a mutant. So we've got 1 skill there, and we've got 42,000. Alright, so let's just pop back to our crystals here, and just double check that there's nothing else that we can open. I'm not going to open the dailies, because that's only just going to give us a handful of fragments. Alright, so let's just go into our inventory for a moment, and just see what we have. We have 5 of 12, so we're short by 2, which is unfortunate that we're not going to be able to take him further than rank 3 right now, but that is still better than leaving him at rank 1. So I'm just kind of curious what catalysts ended up here in the stash. A lot of alphas and a bunch of basics. But that's great because we're going to use all of those. So, we're going to go into our champions here, and we're going to upgrade Blade, and we're just going to start dumping him full of ISO. I do have some skill ISO in the stash, because we duped him, obviously, so we got a nice chunk of skill ISO, and we pulled a couple of other 3-stars. Skill 3-stars that gave us some ISO as well, and of course we're having internet problems. Come on, kabam, let me take up my blade. There we go. Alright, we gotta go to the stash, so I'm just gonna use basic for now. Get as much of this into him as we can. Alright, so I'm going to do there, and then I'm going to take some lower level ISO. And we have a level up event going on right now. So I'm just going to claim these 5. Hopefully this is enough. Yes, there we go. Okay, rank him up. Now let's dump this into him. Okay, that was everything. So since we're here, we're going to claim a bunch of catalysts that we would have just used to rank him up. So we'll claim the remaining tier 4 basic ISO, and we'll pump him full of as much basic right now, and then once we get him... Actually, it's not really going to make much of a difference in the end. So, let's just grab our skill ISO. Actually, what I want to do is I want to grab some basic, because I don't want to, oh wow, we really don't have much skill ISO in the grand scheme of things. Alright, that's gonna take him up to 35, and then we can go here, and let's see if this takes him. Let's see how high this takes him. We're gonna have to put a lot of basic ISO into this guy. But let's see what we have. You know what? It's not practical, but this is basically basic. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I'll give him that 5,000. What I'm going to do is, because this is going to take a little bit of time for all of the basic ISO to go into him, I'm going to claim as much basic as I can, and fill him up with that, and then I'm going to come back once he's at rank 40, or level 45 rather. Okay, so we've got him up to rank 3, level 45, and as you can see, the only thing that we're missing is 2 tier 4 skill catalysts. We've got everything else, and actually I'm going to go back into the catalyst inventory and claim a bunch of stuff. So we're back to having max tier 4 basics and max T1 alphas. So there's one other thing that we're going to do, and if we actually notice, Blade has now taken over our top champion spot, so he is now our portrait. The last thing that we're going to do in this like Blade rank up video, I guess kind of part 1 of it, because I do want to take him right up to rank 4, is what we're going to do is I'm going to pop open all of the 5-star signature stone crystals that we have here, and then we're going to pump him full of all of the skill stones that we get, and we have some skill stones in our inventory, and we have 40 generic stones. So because Blade right now is the only champion I have that is worth dumping 5-star generic signature stones into him, I'm going to go ahead and do that. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put 20 stones into Blade. So that takes him from 66.24, I think it was, to 68.20. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take all of these generic stones and put them right into Blade for him to go up to rank 80 out of 200. And that is going to bump his PI to just over 7,000, I believe. Yeah, just over 7,000. Alrighty. We could put these other 7 stones into him, but then that's going to take him off of being on an even multiple of 20, which I'd prefer to leave him on. So, let's just see how many points we got from the level up. Okay, so we managed to get all of the levels. It would have been better if we could have taken him up 1 rank further, but in the grand scheme of things, I may not have had the amount of ISO needed to get him all the way up to 55, so we may have to do a big 4-star opening soon, just to try to get some skill ISO. But we will see. So that is where we leave Blade this evening. Rank 3, level 45. He is just over 7k power. And let's actually just take a peek at his stats. So he has 15,000 health, just over 1,500 attack. So I'm hoping, I can't remember how the numbers work out, but I'm hoping that once he gets to rank 4, level 55, his attack on its own will be just over 2,000, and that way I won't have to use an attack synergy team with him in Labyrinth of Legends. But I can't remember if the numbers work out or not. So if any of you guys know what Blade's attack roughly is at 455, please let me know, because that is really going to affect what team we take to support him in the Labyrinth of Legends. But yes, that is going to do it for this evening. Thank you guys for watching this rather lengthy video. If you liked what you saw, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button for more future 5-star Blade content, and eventually we're gonna get into some potion farming and some Labyrinth of Legends Red Hulk practice with this guy. So yeah, take care everybody, and I will see you all next time.